Hello. My name is Nim, aka Ifit Kirby. I'm the developer for Mario Kart Skateboarding 64, which is my first ROM hack. It's like an amalgamation of a bunch of things I love, both from real life and my online life, I guess. And I try to like put it on in like a very compact, playable package. I just want to like play through this, like 100% it, and talk about like details that I couldn't go over in the game itself. Even though I did implemented a lot of like data, there's a lot of dialogue, speaking a lot of details, but like I still want to like go over not only other things that I couldn't go in the game itself, but also some like game developer like kind of things that I stumbled upon, because this was my first ever game ever. I've never like done anything like this, so there was a lot of trial and error and like learning curves and stuff. I don't want to like talk about the stuff that I already talked in the game, but yeah, this background, it's based on real life. You can see the neighborhoods, La Mariposa, which is that one butterfly shaped one, and the big one, El Codito, which are painted over like that in real life, and I actually kind of nailed it, like not gonna lie. And then the water canal, which is like this water like a line with the concrete slabs around it, and then the rest is just grass, because in real life it's just grass. This is Macro, which is based on the second closest skate spot to our neighborhood, so it's the second one. It's the second most visited by us, really. It's really cool because it's a vertical half pipe, but the material is all wood. Like this is supposed to be there are wooden planks, and then on top of it there's some like plastic like panels, which is why you see like square like this, and it's actually great because like it's very smooth. So it really withstands the elements and stuff, because there's some places with metal ramps nearby, but they get bumpy and like rusted. Like they're not well designed for like harsh environments. So we just prefer going here, and it's way smoother to skate around. Yeah. What else can I talk about here? This was the second stage I actually worked on. The first one was Fontanar. I don't know why actually. Like I guess like from my idea, the first one I doodled like on a notebook, like to see the map, was Fontanar. But then it was just okay. I need a hub world, so I made Macro. What else? At the beginning, I just did like the base ramp. And then I was like, okay, that's way too small, so we gotta add more stuff. So I looked around like the reference pictures that I took when I went IRL. Shout out to my friends that helped me like taking reference pictures. And yeah, that's how I discovered like this place. That's actually like pretty cool. And okay, yeah, I'll add that. And then for under like these under the ramps, in real life it's not like this at all. Like these are like scaffoldings, and like they're like crisscrossed and stuff. It's not as like blocky or like easy to go up to in real life. Well, I mean, I guess this isn't particularly easy, but in real life you have to like clamber through the thingies to get up there. But like fuck whatever. So yeah, so I struggle a lot like doing this. So it would like, because like I still wanted you to be able to go under, because you go under in real life often when you don't want to like go through the ramp itself, because like there's people skating. You go under to get to the other side. So that I struggled a lot with doing that. I was a noob at SketchUp, but yeah, I figured it out. And eventually I did have to like redo some stuff to fix invisible walls after I learned about other stuff, but like, you know, it's a learning curve. Anyways, I think that's enough about Macro. I guess we can talk about... Okay, so yeah, so the NPCs that I added, I wasn't originally going to plan, like I didn't plan to do any of that. It just started because I realized I was getting somewhat good at making custom models after the skateboard. The skateboard was like the only custom model I made. Actually, I wasn't even going to make like custom models at all. I was going to use someone else's skateboard low poly model, but I couldn't made it work. So I just like, okay, it's easier for me to just try to make my own. And what I made was actually way better than than what I was going to use. So I'm like really happy I did, and I got to like make it a customized version of my skateboard, which is like, yeah, this is based on my real skateboard. So I show a picture here. It's literally, it's also called Starpo. Like I do name my skateboards, and a sad fact is that I was actually planning on adding my other skateboards, because this is my like skateboard. But I also have cruiser boards that I use to just go around, like with the big soft wheels and stuff. I have two. There's Zanahoria, which is it means carrot in Spanish, and it's completely orange, and with a little green tip that I added in to make it look more like a carrot. And then there's Fugaso, which is like based on like a shooting star. It's like my newest one, and I love him so much. I wanted to add those originally, like as unlockables, but the wing, like the wing cap switches and stuff, they wouldn't work. I don't know why. It was very late in development, so I couldn't go back to previous like freaking builds. So I just couldn't make it work. And also, I seem to have reached a polygon like limit on my custom objects, because I added so many custom NPCs. When I added Evoglobin, it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me. I didn't get why it wouldn't let me. So I tried. I was like, did I reach a limit of custom objects? And I deleted one guy, and then I added in him. I added him in, and then it worked. So yeah, I did hit a limit. So originally I was gonna have so you know the soul bubble, the one that gives you the dropping in mission in Tercer Millennium. So they were originally just going to be like without a skateboard, like in Toberin where you first meet them. Oh yeah, there's lag in there, and I have no idea why. I could not figure it out. Like I tried redoing that part of the ramp over and over. The lag would just not go. So this guy, the soul bubble, in here originally you would find them without a skateboard, like they were just flying, and they were like, yeah, I just go by here every day and I see you guys skating and I kind of want to try it. So originally they were like a non-skater wanting to skate, instead of like an actual skater that is just barely learning to do it. Because I had two models, one model without the skateboard and one with the skateboard, but I had to get rid of one, so the Evoglobin could fit in. So anyways, I did hit a polygon limit on my custom object, so I couldn't add in more skateboards. So sadly I couldn't do that. But well, I mean, I have an idea for a future hack, which will have references for those. Just you know, so they get to be in a hack somehow, because I couldn't really fit them in here without feeling forced. Because I also didn't want to like feel like just randomly just adding another skateboard for no reason. Because the only way I could make it work is just like having the other skateboard just spawn in, like not from a box, but just like be there. And I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, that's about some custom. So I wasn't planning on adding the custom NPCs until I made the skateboard, and I was like, hey, that actually looks pretty good. And then I realized like, hey, I could add in more custom NPCs, because I really like creatures. Like one of my favorite things of all life, of like my life passions, is just creature designs, both real life ones and fictional ones. So you know, bugs. I really like insects and all kinds of animals on a real life planet, but also like Mario bugs. Like Mario has a plethora of fantastic like beasties, and I love them all a lot. And so yeah, I love Skeeter, but I really wanted to add in other Mario enemies from other games that I really adore. So there's Combo from Odyssey, which was actually an idea that I thought I could not make on this, because like it has some weird like shapes in the leaves. It was just intimidating at first, but it really wasn't that hard at all. Once I learned to like model and stuff. I do all these models in SketchUp. I don't actually use Blender, which is what most people use, because I find that for low poly at least, it's way simpler to start on SketchUp. Anyways, let's just start with this first mission. So this is Toberin. This is where I go the most. And like from the beginning, actually, So this little drop here, this was like the first like extreme thing I did. It was just this, especially like specifically this, just going straight, because I was very scared of heights, and going from this high was actually quite terrifying when you are barely learning to skate. I may try to find a video, like someone like friends recorded me of doing this, and when I did manage, because like I always would try, and when I was like over here, I would just bail. I would just bail because I was scared, because I took so much, I had so much speed. But then there's a video where I do it all, like I never went down, I never bailed, and I just do the whole thing straight. And then at the end, I stop, and then I just bounce, because I was so happy that I actually managed to do it. Anyways, so yeah, you do that a lot. Then over here, a lot of people are here, gathered normally here, because you can go like from here, and like do this, and then do an ollie here. Everyone ollies here, and there's always some obstacles here, just whatever is found. And then also, one of the first challenges for newbies is to not drop in, but just like fall from this place. You know, like just roll over this ledge. It has no cupping, so like you can just drop in and you just have to like crouch. It's quite scary for beginners. I did take longer to do that than I should have. Like I feel like it was way easier. Like I was a bit intimidated. I would just like go from this place, which is a bit easier. But yeah, this would intimidate me for so much time, and it was nothing. Like once I did it, was like, what? That was nothing. So yeah, that's like a spot for newbies. I think that's about it. Oh yeah, you do learn to do rock and roll here. So like just go here, and then you put in your trucks over this coping, and then flip, and then just like have them go back, and then you just roll like backwards. Like you don't actually like pivot. You don't actually like do a turn. You just roll backwards. That's also a thing that you will learn at the beginning. Mostly though, like after you learn like the basics, like those stuff. Well, the pros really just go here and ollie. They ollie here, and then they take all this speed to ollie over this stuff. I might not make this ollie. Nope, I didn't even point. But yeah, they just ollie there. But what I like to do, because I'm not too much of a trickster. Like I don't do a lot of tricks. I just have ollie, shove it, manual. I have very basic tricks. What I like the most is just speed. So I just like going down big ramps. So now what I do is I get up here, with my hands, but I can't use my hands here. I just die. Normally, it's hard to. Okay. Oh yeah, another important thing. All the skate parks are way bigger than real life, but they are proportionate to Mario. So if you go to real life, you might find the skate parks are a bit bigger, but not too big compared to Mario. Because like Mario is a weird proportional human. Like he's short, but he's also very wide. So yeah, like proportioning, like comparing a real human to Mario, like us, we are like spindly creatures. We're very lanky compared to Mario. So I did struggle a lot finding the correct proportions to make the skate park. So my compromise was like making it so it's bigger, but everything that you do feels the same as what you do in real life. Anyways, so yeah, I normally like get up that red ramp and I drop in from it. Let me try if I can just like, yeah, let's just pretend I did it. And then I go up here, I bump a lot here so I can go up here. And usually I do this, I just pivot and then go back. Or I go over here to do a 50-50, which is like putting your trucks, like grind them over the coping here, over the metal coping. So I usually do either of those. And just spam that, I just love doing that. That's a reference in the little Nimbus guy here, which is that I just like spamming from the red ramp to red ramp. That's me, like that's what I do. That was my self-insert there, I guess. Actually, I feel like I'm not actually gonna pick up much coins, much stars. Wait, no, I do if I want to show the Codito. Though I could use the build where I unlocked the door. Oh yeah, fun fact. For the Spanish version, I made it afterwards. I made it. Oh, I should have not done that. I made it afterwards, and I felt like it was all good. And for testing El Codito, I have to make it so that the star door has 0 as its requirement, so I can just open it as soon as I open the game. So I just did that, and then I was okay, it works. It's all in Spanish, it works. And I just saved it, and I did it all. I made the patch file, I uploaded it, I did everything. And then I was leaving my house when I remembered, oh my god, I didn't lock in the door. It was like literally I forgot to like lock in the door, and I had the keys inside. Cause now you could just open the door as soon as you spawn in. Like you didn't have to get any of the stars. So that was really bad. So I had to I was lucky I remembered so fast, because then I could just go back and nobody noticed. But yeah, that was it. That happened a lot. I would forget to lock in, like put in the 14 star requirement again. Anyway, that was the first star, which is the coin pad was actually the first idea I had. Like, okay, so I know I want to make skate parks from real life into Mario 64, but what do you do in there? What do you have to do to get stars? I struggle a lot with that, but the only thing that I had clear was, okay, yeah, a path of coins. And actually, originally they were going to be red coins, because they give you two coins, and I was like, okay, how do I spread 100 coins in a single skate park? That was before I knew that you could just customize how many coins you need to get 100 coin stars. So I didn't know that you could like just drop in, and when I realized I could just make it lower, it was much better, because red coins, they are always rendered. So like if you can see here, you can't see any of the coins. That's why yellow coins don't render, so that the CPU is like, you know, it's chill. Like you don't have to process all that stuff. But red coins, they're always rendered. So no matter where you are, they're always rendering. So yeah, it would lag a lot. So yeah, I decided to drop them to a lower number, and I was like, okay, what lower number? 42. So a lot of people were confused by why 42, because yeah, I don't actually state it anywhere in the hack why I picked 42 coins. But I mean, I think I just did because like I felt like the people who would get it, you know, they would feel more gratifying if they just got it themselves. But for those who don't, it's from my favorite sci-fi novel, like my favorite sci-fi series, A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's like a series of 6 books. It's insane. There's a movie about it. It's pretty good actually. But like no better than the books. The books are great. And I like that. And basically, to summarize the 42, so there's this like supercomputer, like massive, like planet-sized supercomputer, and the humans make it, like a species make it to be able to ask it like the meaning of life, because people cannot know the meaning of life, and they want something with a higher processing power to be able to like figure that out for them. But they have to wait a lot of time for them to process the answer. So like several generations pass, and like, you know, the planet has changed a lot, but they like, I don't know how much time it passed, but like after all that time passes, the computer's like, okay, I'm done after like 1,000 years or something of processing the question. And then, okay, so everyone gathers and like, okay, what's the answer? Like, what's the meaning of life? And the robot just says like 42, and that's it. That's the whole answer. And everyone's like confused, like what? And the robot like, I don't know, it's just 42. Like that's the answer. That's it. So yeah, people were just like disappointed that they couldn't know what 42 actually meant. So then they had to make another computer to figure out what the other computer meant by 42. And that's the Earth, and that's like, okay, that's going off topic. But what matters is that 42, well, a lot of people have like taken from it, and what's also hinted by the actual author. I don't think it was never explicitly told, but it was hinted that it has to do with coding, whereas in binary, 42 is often like used or defaults to when a variable that you don't know yet, like what it's going to be. So it's like a placeholder variable. So basically, like if you translate that to the meaning of life, it's like the meaning of life is whatever you want it to be. Like it's whatever you'll figure out, you know, like you don't know yet, but you'll figure it out. Like you'll make your meaning about it. So that's the reason that it's a 42 coin path. So yeah, I really like that novel, and I really like the concept too. It's also like I do like that number a lot. Also 14 is actually my favorite number. It's not 42. 42 is like my second favorite number, but 14 is my personal favorite number. Like I love 42, but like 14 is my actual personal favorite. Because like originally my favorite number was 4, but then like 14 is much cooler. 14 is like the cooler version of 4. And also because when I was 14, I started to like, become my own person. That happens. Like that's the often like the age when you realize like you are your own person, and like you feel like yourself, and like you're like, okay, I actually like I'm an individual and stuff, and like you actually get to feel what it's like being yourself and realizing that there's nobody else like you. Like being able to like express that happy, like hey, I like who I am. I like who I've become. Like I'm very like I'm my own person, and I like the own person that I am. So yeah, it's a number that I like a lot because of that. Anyways, I've been getting the stars without even talking about them. But yeah, whatever. This is supposed to be like a laid down version. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk. I'm playing on my CRT. So I have a CRT that was gifted by my best friend's grandma. And it's lovely. Like I had an N64 beforehand, just because I really wanted to have Kirby 64, which is my second favorite game ever. But I didn't actually have a proper CRT. And when I got one and I actually plugged it in to my PC to be able to see ROM hacks, oh my god, dude, N64 stuff looks so much better here. Like, oh yeah, I could show like a comparison. So there's like warm colors, and like the shading looks more natural and everything in CRT. Here's on my computer. It kind of looks so flat and ugly, like compared to it. Like, look at it. Like, it looks straight up ugly. But like in the CRT, just like it's cozy. It's like it feels more alive. I didn't believe it because I never grew up with a CRT. Like that's way beyond before my era and stuff. So it really isn't just nostalgia. It's like objectively, it looks better because like old games like this game, for example, the original Mario 64 was developed. Like the developers used CRTs to program. Like they didn't have any other kind of screens back then. So when they designed art and stuff, they would do it on CRTs. So basically, they would make it like what they work with was designed to look better on CRTs. So when you pass it on HD stuff, that doesn't translate well because the programmers had no idea that this game, their game could look like something completely different because they didn't even fathom the idea of like a HD screen in the future. So yeah, it's quite a big difference actually. And yeah, so I feel like okay, I should make this video on a CRT so you can appreciate the graphics better. Anyways, what was I talking about? Graphics, CRT. I was talking about the stars. Yeah, I should probably talk about the stars I just got. Okay, so this mission. This was a pretty early idea I had. Because I was okay, so then after I figured out I could do coins and I could lower them. Okay, so then that frees up the space for actually using red coins. Okay, important. I actually had no idea what I was doing. Like I just had the idea to just make skate parks in real life. From real life into Mario 64, and that's it. I didn't know what to actually do in them. Like my first idea was just have like 1 star per stage. Like I didn't have any ideas really. I just knew I wanted to do that, but I didn't know what to do in it. But then after I learned more stuff about the ROM hacking and ROM all the tools that I had available, new ideas sprouted. So after I was able to use 42 coins, the 8 red coins mission was up for grabs, so I could use it, so I could have another star there. And this was, okay, so the first stage that I actually worked on was Fontanar. I should have gone there first, developer wise, but it is the medium stage because okay, another thing that's very serendipitous, the difficulty curve, that wasn't really my that just happened naturally. Those 3 skate parks in real life really follow that curve of difficulty. Toberin is really easy in real life, And then Fontanar requires a bit more expertise. And then Toberin is insane. You actually need to know a lot to be able to skating and freely and coincidentally it just worked out. Like I did not plan out for that, but I realized that both in real life and in the game, they followed like a harder difficulty curve. So that was very serendipitous. Anyways, so yeah, the Airred coins. Okay, so I can use Airred coins, and then I also noticed that I could replace the model of the coins every single time that I added a coin. So every single coin could be a different model if I wanted it to be. But I just made it. Okay, so I can make every mission of Airred coins is different. So in this case, the Airred coins are little children because often in the bowl, though more often in the street modules, specifically in Sundays, where a lot of families come because there's a park nearby. And they just leave their kids unsupervised, and it's quite annoying because everyone normally people are busy with kids, but if a kid just drops down here, and they just stand here, and they just play, and it's awful because you can't do anything. They're just there with other kids, and you can't do anything because if you drop in, you're probably gonna hit them because they're not even still, they're kids, so they're always moving around and they're just playing around. And I can't blame them because me and some friends, when the bowl is completely empty, we just drop in without our skateboards, just on foot, and we like to run around, and you can run around the walls like a freaking superhero. Specifically, we like going from here. So imagine we're actually standing up, and we just drop in from here, we're here, and then we just pick up speed running. And we run, and we try to get higher here. So we go until this high, and we're actually running. We're running at this height, just sticking to the walls. And then try to make it here, and then you have to actually drop down or you die. It's really fun. You can also start from really low, just start really low, and then pick up speed every loop, so that every time you go higher, it doesn't translate well with the Koopa shell mechanic, but you know what I'm saying. We could do that IRL, that was very fun. But we only did that when it was completely empty and we knew people weren't trying to get in the bowl. We were thoughtful about it. So yeah, you can't really blame the kids. It is fun to be in here. But when a lot of people want to skate, it's quite frustrating. So yeah, you do have to ask them to leave sometimes. Obviously, in real life, you don't actually go in and physically grab them. That's something only Mario can get away with. But I still figured that was a pretty fun idea to do. The other mission, the Parsebu mission, that was nothing. I mean, the mission was completely... Oh, well, actually, no. There is a little bit of IRL inspiration to it, only with this jump. So IRL, we like to do this lonky, which is a distance jump. So running, we just come here running at full speed, and then we jump, and then we land here. It's really tight because... if you this is very narrow. So if you land here, you can easily keep going, and then you can fall on your face. And if you land to if you don't jump far enough, you can fall on this angle, and your feet might get bent in an ugly way. I've only really done it 3 times because yeah, you have to be quite perfect about it, but it's fun. And we've also I haven't done that one, because this one scares me more, but other friends have. This one. So you jump from here and then you land here. In the game it looks easier, but I promise you in real life that one's harder. And yeah, those are the only ones that we do IRL. And then I was okay, what if you could do more? What if you could do other stuff? So then I this little thing, people used to just go just do this. In real life people just do that. But I was okay, you could maybe jump and do something there. And then afterwards I was there's also this little thingy, this little dong thing. It's kind of funny. It's a really great place to record. So when you have something good, you ask a friend, hey, just stand there and record me on my phone, and it always comes out a really good video. It's a perfect spot to record. Anyway, so yeah, there's a jump there, and to go there, yeah, I could connect that. I could make another one there. And then this thing, which is terrifying, only the highest level pros can drop in from that place, because it's really high and really concave. But yeah, I figured let's make another ghost there. So yeah, that's why they're for the jumps there. And as for the NPC here, so this is one of the only 2 ones that are like OCs. So like all the custom objects, they are like from other games, but they're like just like that. Like this is Fuzzbush, as you can see it from Superstar Saga. But these and Nimbus Guy are the only ones that are like specific characters that are made from a species. And this guy's very special because when I was in like 4th grade, I was really into Mario 64, and I played it on my school's computers. And I remember one time playing, and the farthest I got at one point was on the haunted house, and I would ground pound on the ghost. I couldn't figure out how to kill the boss at the start, and then I realized how. And the first time I did it, like something that's never happened before, because when you defeat an enemy, you just get defeated. That's it. They just leave. That's it. But this time, like afterwards, like a message pops out from the sky, from the heavens, and it says like, "Ghosts don't die," and like that like shocked me as a kid. That was a canon event. That rearranged my brain. I was like, that is so fucking cool. That is so raw. Like I killed that ghost, and then the ghost told me that what you did not matter. You cannot kill me in a way that matters. That was insane. I thought it was raw as hell. And afterwards, I really fell in love with Boost. Like, I mean, I already had liked them before, but like, I realized the potential. And often I would just draw like pages, like entire pages of like Boost. I would just like draw them. I would, because like they're very easy to draw. Like they're a very weird tadpole shape. Although they're hard to get right, like the proportions. But like I would make a lot, and then to differentiate them, I would like give them different things. So I would put, I don't know, like some braces on one of them. I would put a backwards cap on one of them. I would put glasses on another. I would just make OCs. I would just make, and it was like entire pages worth of them. So I really wanted to like have one of those like reference here, because like it just felt right. Like it just like looped the circle together. You know, like I first started to fall in love with Boost here. I needed to make this Boo OC into a reality, into the actual game that inspired me to make Boo OCs in the first place. So yeah, this is Buparse, and I really wanted to like have it a pleasant smile, just like a little chill dude. He has like a little Peruvian like little hat. I love those things. They don't look good on me, but I do love when you see them. There's a few skaters that use them regularly. And yeah, I'm really happy with this model. He's also slightly blue. He's not completely white. Because completely white, I don't know. I didn't like how the model looked completely white. But yeah, that's my little Boo OC. I love him a lot. Whew. I think that's about it for Toberin. Let's go get the. Actually, no, there's so much things to talk about. I realize, because okay, so the bowl is also used by BMX bikers, you know, and often bikers they like to hang out here. So bikers hang out exclusively like over here, over the trees. In real life, there's like a bench made out of like planks. So they leave their bikes here and they just stand there. And it's funny because like bikers often just come here and they just talk. They mostly talk. They don't drop in a lot. but they do. I mean, they do overall. So that we take turns. So bikers are there. So that's the biker spot. And then skaters are here. And that's because this is the easiest spot to drop in as a skater. But bikers prefer dropping in from the little, like, okay, hold on, I can just go there. Well, I can't go there actually without the skate. But you know, this little like thingy, that little aisle, they prefer going down from it. So yeah, that's a biker spot. We also like hanging out like down here because you can like lay down over this edge thingy. And there's a point, like these trees in real life are way bigger. I can show you here. They're way bigger, so they give a lot of shade. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool spot to chill. Oh yeah, the background here. I don't talk much about the background. So this background has an interesting history. I mean, I made it myself with like a lot of different images, but the main image with the colored buildings, it's from apparently it's from a very old Colombian TV show which at the moment I didn't knew about. I just looked up like colorful houses from Latin America, and this popped out. I didn't even know it was Colombia, but it was. And it was from like a show called like Calle Papel or something, like Paper Street. I'll probably like put in something here, like editor me will put in here something. But yeah, that was told by another friend that would like recognize this place. Like I showed him and I was like, dude, that's this place from this show. I'm like, no way. So yeah, this is actually a Colombian background, but that's only the buildings. The sky colors I made myself. I made some freaking like fading textures and stuff, and then I added a bunch of like poles with electricity poles. I made a bunch of them. Like I stacked them because like in real life you see a lot of cables stacked, and the only way to like really show that off in a hack was just to like make a lot. So like in real life there's not that many, but the cables are very visible. So and then there's this giant thing, which is like those big stadium lights, and that's because there's 4 of those near the skate park. Especially you can see one beside the bowl, because beside all this whole thing, the skate park, there's a synthetic like football court. I mean soccer court for Americans. So and that one uses like these big guys. So I just added one for reference. Anyways, what else? So yeah, my personal route. I first learned to do this. Like just go here and just go straight, because it was very scary. I fell many times. After that, I just learned to go over the avocado, and that was it. I didn't know what to do later. Then I learned to do this, and then do it every time higher. So I would just go this way. But then after I actually pumped like well enough, and like didn't lose any speed, I could go up the avocado again, and then do this, and then do it again, and so on and so forth. My current record is just 4 times. Cause like so like you go here, I go here, and at this spot, in the 4th time that you go over the avocado, I am super tired. My legs are killing me, so I can't go any longer. But some people can do infinite loops. It's insane. So this Among Us actually has a mystery, because it wasn't made by me originally. Originally it was pink, and he just popped in out of nowhere. I loved him so much. It was a pink Among Us. It was lovely, and then somebody painted it over, like with black markers. Like they just made an X. Like I guess they were tired of seeing Among Guy, but I would not stand by that. They would not be silenced. So I came in with blue, because that was the only graffiti can I had. And I made another Among Us on top of the previous Among Us. So I revived him basically, but changed his colors. So yeah, it is like a transgenerational graffiti Among Guy. There's the fly. I should show like the real life graffitis on each one. This one's obviously made by me. Pretty like, yeah, that was exactly as it looks like. I just like doing the simple tags sometimes. This one was pretty hard. It's one I really like. Like it's pretty recent, relatively recent. It's very complex. It's really cool. It's very abstract. It's like a weird ghost cat on a skateboard that only has 2 wheels for some reason. I really like that. I was like, I have to put it in, even though I know it's not gonna work out quite well. But what I ended up with, I think is very charming. Like it's a very simplified version. It's very silly. I like it a lot. So yeah, the kitty. There's this spider, which I didn't realize until I looked at the reference pictures, that it has a face on the abdomen. It's actually called an opistosome, but whatever. It's supposed to be like, yeah, I didn't realize that there was a spooky face in it. Because in real life, you just go by it really fast and you don't really notice it. There's this funny guy. It's like a spiky little skeleton. I like him a lot. He ended up being way goofier in here. I mean, everything ended up being goofier than in real life. But particularly this one, because this one's a bit scarier in real life. Okay. I'm thinking I might make this into like a series and like cover like one skate park at a time, because I am the japper. I love to jap about, and there's a lot to talk about, to be fair. Okay, let's go over here. So this thing here, this gets filled with water when it rains a lot, and it's I don't know what it's supposed to be. Like it really is just like that. It's just some grass, and when it rains, it just gets completely flooded. So it becomes like a little aquarium, and you can see some bugs. You can see some water fleas and some water boatmen, which they swim backwards, like they swim upside down with their hind legs. It's beautiful. How about that? Yeah, like over here, what's supposed to be here is a park, like a regular like children's park. It does have a lot of cool stuff, like a web you can climb and some weird seesaws and a very big circular swing. It has some cool stuff. We do like hanging out there, just like to mess around. This is a spot where we like to hang out, like when we're skating, like when we get tired or when we just want to like fix or something. We just sit here. It's pretty fun. This tree is really fun to climb too. And also I do love doing this little pressy jump, like from here to here, and then also backwards. It's very fun. Can be a bit cumbersome to do with the skateboard, but that makes it cooler. But yeah, I do like doing that a lot in real life. What else? Oh yeah, all these poles that I put here, they're actually in real life. Like they do mirror real life poles. Oh yeah, this spot is also pretty used. Not used as often anymore for some reason. Like people used to like put all their backpacks here and like sit down. But nowadays, like the first year, like 2022 when I started doing this. But nowadays, everyone just puts their stuff here, like against these little fences, and they just hang here and here as this combo says. We do like hanging out here a lot. Oh yeah, fun fact about this little triangle gate. So that's the spot of that's the hint that the mod gives you to get the secret aphid. You have to like jump over this, and that's because very few people were able to jump over this fence before. Like a week after I completed the model for Toberin, for the skate park, I went RL and I was very surprised that it was completely missing. The entire fence was taken off, and it was because some skater actually took it off to be able to jump over it, like to be able to use that ramp. Like basically this mount here. Before, it could only be really used as like a starting point. Like you could just get here and just go there, but that was it. You couldn't actually use it from here to there. It wasn't practical. So they took it out. I don't know how. They actually removed the whole thing, and then they could use it as a ramp. So that became a ramp. But I still decided to keep it in because it's still supposed to be like a time capsule. Anyways, this is the concrete block, the cube, as we like to call it. Nowadays it's actually not painted like this. It was painted over completely by like some soccer fanatics, whatever. But beforehand, it was this beautiful bee with a halo that I like a lot. And Ruba is actually the name of the tagger here. I've seen them a lot in other places. So that's one of the few taggers that actually gets their name to be in the hack, just because their name looks really cool. Like they just make an actual really cool lettering and colors. So I really want to put it in. This is oil made by me, like the aphid. One time where outside of school, we just went to graffiti stuff with some friends, and my other friend Borda, he made this little Among Us with an ass. All you know was just gonna be like a big booty Among Us, and that was it. But then for some reason, he decided to add in some eyes, and in real life, they actually look like Lightning McQueen eyes. So we like calling this like the freaking big slappy Among Us with Lightning McQueen eyes, like freaking Among Us McQueen, thick Among Us McQueen. Anyways, so yeah, this is like the electricity thingy. We still don't know exactly how it works, but we do get up here usually from here. Like we like to just like you climb over these fences and eventually you get up there. But Mario can actually climb stuff. Silly Mario. So yeah, you just get up here, you got the skateboards here, and yeah, we just chill. There was a friend that actually liked to do ollies up here, and yeah, like you could do it, but it's quite scary because like if you like do it wrong a bit, like the skateboard will probably fall. Another friend liked to stand over here and like put in the skateboard as if he was about to drop in, just to take like a cool shot. But obviously he wouldn't actually do it. It's pretty high. One time also, over here, there was a bus stop sign that I've actually always wanted to have one of those. Like I always saw them, like, oh, that'd be so cool to have in your room. And we saw it here, and we're like, oh, I'm taking it. So I actually took it, and I still have it with me. I put it on my wall, and it's really cool because like it's actually a route that I have used. Like it's actually something that it's a bus that I've actually used. So it does feel more familiar. Like because I've always wanted to have one that references a bus route that I actually use. Because it's stupid to have something that, you know, with places I actually don't even know. But yeah, all of these places I actually know about them. I live in one of them actually. Anyways. So yeah, oh, I didn't get the star. Freak. Alright, so that's about it for Toberin. I'm probably gonna cut it here, so I can edit this video with like the proper like stuff about the graffitis. Oh wait, let me actually did I actually show off all the graffitis? Because I didn't I? I showed off the bold ones. Another one's here. So there's this bottle one, which I like a lot. This red one was completely empty for the longest time. So when this bottle was added in, it was like a very welcome change. There's another Aphid by me. It's currently covered because someone actually like covered this whole freaking wall, all of it with like blue tags. It's pretty cool. There's this roach, which in real life it actually covered the names that a friend of mine actually tagged. So he tagged his name up top, which is still visible. Then my name, Nimbit, that's me, and that's still barely visible. And then the others of our other friends, they were covered by the cockroach. But yeah, we do live on behind that cockroach. Thanks to him, my friend Pote. What others? I didn't put in others here. Oh yeah, this one. So this is actually another case like the Among Us. So I didn't originally make this graffiti. Somebody else. They just wrote with black, "Free Palestine." That was it. That was it. No flag. And then I noticed I was like, oh, that's cool. And like it's getting like pretty like torn by the rain. So I figured I should like give it like a makeup. So I painted over it with blue, so it's now blue, and then also added in the flag. So yeah, that was another collab, I guess. Okay, now I think I'm done. Well, oh yeah, I guess we could talk about the construction divide. I mean, I already talked about it in the hack. But yeah, we really did carry this thing from really far away to here at night. Actually, like it was like 10 p.m. and just to have it as an obstacle, and it's really cool. I'm also pretty proud of the model. I think it's actually pretty one-to-one, as you can see here. That's where I edited it in. Yes, yeah. I mostly really want to do these videos because I want people to be able to compare IRL more. To be like, hey, that's cool. Like that's how that would look like. Because you know, obviously I know how it looks like, but it's cool to compare it. Because like to me, something very satisfying about working on this was you know, making these models and making all the textures and seeing how charming it was to have a mirror. Oh yeah, this bee is also awesome, angry bee. It was pretty cool to like see how like something in real life like gets mirrored when you put it in like this, like because like it really gets put through like a filter. So it's quite charming to see the differences that obviously the medium like carries with it. So yeah, I guess I want people to also be able to feel that with this. So yeah, that's all the 4 stars of Toberin. And that's pretty much it about all the Easter eggs and stuff I can think about. Let's go back.